Seniors, looking to improve your balance and reduce falls? Stay tuned for 4 exercises that will strengthen your legs and hips to help keep you balanced. Be sure to stick around to the end for a bonus exercise to stabilize your core for added balance. We're going to be using a chair for part of this, so make sure you have something nice and sturdy and of course your usual safe space. While you're getting set up, I want to thank you so much for watching Chittarupa Yoga. I'm Laura Wilson, ACE certified personal trainer and 200-hour certified yoga teacher with 18 years experience working with seniors. My channel is all about adapting exercises to meet the needs of our changing bodies. Here, you'll find the modifications that you need to keep aging actively so you can remain independent as long as possible. I post new videos every Tuesday, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you'll be notified when those videos are available. And make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you find this video helpful. If you're ready to begin, we're actually going to begin seated. So let's sit forward on our chair and we're just going to start with a march in place. So lifting tall through our chest, warming up our body for these balancing exercises. Let's stabilize here, hands to our legs. We're going to round our spine and lengthen and open and arch. Beginning to add some breath, exhaling forward, inhaling up. Feeling everything from our tailbone out through the crown of our head. Now let's come up nice and tall, and we're going to do some side bends, side to side here. So again, feeling everything from hip to shoulder, even letting our head go side to side. We just want to make sure our body is nice and warm. Now let's come here and do some circles from our hips. We are going to be working them a bit. We're also going to stretch them out at the end. Don't worry. Let's go the other way. And we'll go ahead and stand beside our chair. If you would rather stay seated, you can stay seated for these. So let's just do a little marching right here while we're standing. And we're going to go ahead and start to lift our knees as we do, getting ourselves ready for our first exercise. And let's take it through that cat and cow again, bending forward and opening up. Now that we've got a little more range of motion as we're standing. And let's take it side to side, maybe even lifting our arms this time, getting a full extension, feeling it all the way down to our hips. Stepping our feet wide, circling as we did before in the chair, or hula hooping if we're standing. Let's switch directions. All right, so we're going to work one side at a time, and as usual, there are lots of options. The first one is going to be a knee lift. So stabilize through that leg that's closest to the chair, holding on if we need to. Don't hold on if you don't need to. And we're just going to lift our knee up and down. We're going to do this 8 times. Take your time. Holding on if you need to. All right, let's shake that out. Sticking with that same leg, we're going to take it to a side leg lift. So depending on how your hips feel, if you've had hip replacement or any other issues, I'm going to show you how to do something sitting down here in just a moment. But the full exercise is going to be here, flexing and turning our toe in just a little bit so you hit those glute muscles to lift the leg out to the side. 2. You can also bend your knee and lift it out to the side. So we're going to do 8 of these. Any way you want to do them. And again, if that exercise gets a little too much, especially if you have sciatica too, you can always sit down for this portion of it, and when we get to the other side, you can sit down there too. Hands just outside the thighs, and you're going to push your legs open into your hands. It's a very subtle, small move, but you can just hold that for the whole time we're doing the leg lifts next time, all right? Let's get to our next standing exercise, which again you can do sitting down. We're just going to flex our foot and lift straight out to the front, low or high. And of course, if you're wanting to do this sitting down, we got 4 more. Lifting through those quads. One more. We're gonna take it to squats. So let's all come in front of our chair, lining up our feet with the feet of the chair. So everybody's gonna do this squat the same way. We're gonna shift our hips back, pretend we're gonna sit down, and we're gonna stand back up. We'll do 8 of these. This is just to kind of even things out as we're switching sides. I think we're up to 4. Let's do 4 more. And we'll march it out a little bit when we get there. All right, so march that out. We're gonna come to the other side of our chair. I'm gonna scoot over so I'm back in the frame. So same thing, you can sit and do this first one. Knee lift, other leg, lifting up, straight in front. And again, if you prefer to do this in the chair, you can do it here. 4 more. Side leg lifts, or again, side presses, just press and hold for the time we're doing these 8. Straight leg, turning the toes in slightly, lifting out to the side, or keeping the knee bent. 4 more. Let's bring that down. We're going to take it to that front leg lift, flexing our foot, sitting or standing to do this. Holding on or trying to let go. 4 more of these. All right, let's shake that out. We're going to come back in front of our chair. This time we're going to do reverse squats, where we're going to start sitting and we're going to stand all the way up, sit all the way down. So you had your knee lift, front leg lift, side leg lift, and squats. I think we got 4 more. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. One more, and we're gonna go ahead and sit down and stay there. Whew, time for that bonus exercise. So let's sit forward in the chair, get all those sit bones, knees hip distance. So we're gonna do a single leg boat right here in our chair to stabilize those core muscles, because these assist us with our balance and help us to stay up so that we don't fall as frequently. So let's begin by drawing our belly up under our ribs, lifting our chest. Take a deep breath, and we're gonna hinge back just a little bit, breathing at the top of our lungs. You can stay right here, feeling that core engage, or lift one leg, only one. Keep breathing as best you can. We're gonna see if we can hold it a few more seconds. Come down sooner if you need to. If you feel the blood pressure going up, let's bring this down. Let that go. We're gonna do that one more time. So those of us who are lifting a leg can lift the other one. Let's come back here, in. Hinge it back, hold here, or lift just that one leg. Oh, we're feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. Oh yeah. Keep it a few more seconds if you can. Come down when you need to. All right, so let's just kind of shake that out a little bit. Shake out our whole body. March it out a little bit. And we're just going to take it back to that cat and cow. Really focusing forward now. Opening up, shoulders back, getting our whole body in. As we take it to our side stretches, let's step out a little wide, reaching. And like I said, we're going to do some stretches here in just a moment after we ease ourselves down. And let's bring this back in. Oops, let's stay wild for a second. Let's do some of those circles first. Then we'll take it to some stretches. Let's go the other way. So since we worked our legs and hips, let's go ahead and stretch those out. So let's bring our feet back in, knees hip distant, scoot a little towards the edge of our chair, but not so that we fall off. We're gonna take one leg forward. Let's start with this leg. Stabilize ourselves here, lift up, bring our heart forward. flexing our foot. So if you would, in the comments below, let me know which of these exercises did the most for you as far as improving your balance. You can also let me know in the comments what other exercises you would like to do and what you think would help with your balance more. Let's lift up. We're going to cross this leg at the ankle and hinge forward. Some of us might be able to take it to the knee and hinge forward. So we're feeling that stretch to the outside of our hip after doing those side leg lifts. Definitely need this stretch. Finding a place that we can breathe. And we're going to stick with this same leg. Since we did a lot of knee lifts and front leg lifts, we're going to lift up and take a big step off to this side, getting our thigh right here and letting this knee come down. So we can actually wiggle this leg back until we feel that stretch across the front of this hip. We want to open up here because of all the lifting that we did. And for fun, if you want to, add a little bend towards the back of the chair. We can also bring this up tall and twist toward the back of our chair, not pulling. That'll get a little more space between the knee and hip. Now let's unwind here, coming back to the front. Same thing, other side. Let's extend the other leg forward. Stabilize ourselves on this standing leg that's right underneath our knee. Bringing our heart forward. Taking those deep breaths, allowing those muscles to relax. Looking for that length. Increasing our flexibility helps with our balance as well. So let's open up that hip by hinging forward here, or again, we can take it to the knee. Personal choice. Either way works. Breathing is the only thing that's not optional. Always want to find a way to breathe. If you feel good in any of these stretches, feel free to stay there longer. I'm kind of feeling myself wanting to stay, but let's move on. If you want to pause and stay, you can. Let's take it here, dropping this knee down, and again, walking this foot back as far as you want to, feeling that stretch across the front of our hip, and adding a side bend if we wish. And remember, we can also do a twist, getting a little more space at that hip, not pulling ourselves into the twist. And let's unwind from there, coming back. And let's just find ourselves nice and tall, checking in. Let's take 2 deep breaths together, inhaling up and exhaling down. Awesome job today. I want to thank you so much for joining me for these few minutes to improve our balance. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and ask your friends to subscribe as well. Hit that thumbs up button if you found this video valuable. And if you want to see more things just like it, more balance, health, and fall prevention ideas, you can click here or here and you'll get taken straight to a playlist with more videos to help improve your balance. See you next time.